Hello and welcome back to Roll Slow Gaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019, where we're playing Bath City and trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. So far we are 4 seasons in and our second season here in Värmland National League, and we are soon 1/4 of the season in to it. And we have started pretty well considering we are just trying to stay clear of the relegation zone. And we have some exciting signings maybe here on the way. And our next game is against York City as a away team who are 21st in the league. So hopefully it should be an easier game after some very, very tough games here in the start of the season, or the second half of the start of the season, or something like that. But we'll see here what happens. We'll move towards that match pretty soon here. And we get Overdue in the team of the week from last week's performance, which is very nice. And while we move towards the team selection for the match against York, remember to smash that like button. It really means a lot, and it's the best way for you to show that you enjoy the content, if you do so, of course. And also leave a comment if you have any thoughts on anything we're doing, the format or anything like that. I read everything, and the most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just so you know. And if you haven't done so already, remember to hit that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Roscoe Gaming. So with that said, we get some pre-match tactical advice here from John Parkin, from our assistant manager, and we'll team instruction to add to get stuck in, and I don't think we'll use it. I don't really like it. We get so many yellow cards and things like that, and according to the bookmakers we are slight underdogs going into the game. So let's see here. Charles is the player that we were trying to sign here and agreed on 3k, I believe, and he's a good Värmland national player, so that should be fine. Unfortunately, it's a central midfielder as well as Stewart, but we are playing Burton, who's not that. He's a Masala, so it should be good. And we have another scouting meeting here, so let's see if we find any more interesting players here. Another midfielder that will be one of the better players in the team. Unfortunately, he's 31 years old though, so will not really do that. A centre back here that seems pretty interesting, but I guess that he will not be interested in moving to us really. Sure, if he don't get a prolonged contract, maybe the case, but we'll see here. Could be a note, as said, for if we don't get a prolonged contract, but we'll just acknowledge that for now. And a pretty good training week here with an average of 7.26 last week, so that's pretty nice. Let's see here. Burton improving a lot there, and also Oliver and Bayom also improving. Oklahoma, Prant maybe improving. A lot of stats there going up and down, so not really sure. I won't criticize Batten here. I think we definitely have too many defenders here in the team, but it's all right. We'll go to the match here, and Charles are set to sign to us, which should be all right for 3 years. That is, he's a good national player, so should be all right. We'll ask Brandt to welcome Charles here to the club, and let's take a look here on Charles' report. So actually he's even better than Burton, so that is very nice and good improvement for us here. with the decision being very well as well, and concentration, positioning, and vision here actually reaching 10 as well. So definitely a good player for us there. So that is very nice. So Charles, where are you? So you're very non-fit, unfortunately, but I think you'll go straight into the team and nonetheless. And what's your favorite position? Central midfielder, support. So you will be allowed to play in support then. But we have only Adloy as attacking. We sort of would like Gray and O'Connor in attacking position, I'd say. Actually, Stewart, you're in instead of Paxman as substitution, possible sub player. So O'Connor, let's actually look here. Winger, attack, how are you? Not at all as good. I guess the same thing goes for for Gray there. Unfortunately, we would, as said, would have like to have a little bit more attacking players here. And Oklahoma as a fullback, you can be attack, but it's not better. So I think this is how we'll play the team from now on out, to start with at least. Let's go to the match here. We'll outnumber Charles here, and he will of course not play the full 60 or 90 minutes. We'll take him off after maybe 60 minutes or so. Hopefully it should be a win here, since York are so long and down in the league, but you never know. The first highlight here in the 7th and 8th minute, looking to be for York, that are playing back the ball a bit back and forth. Jesus, I don't know what happened there with me trying to talk there properly, but nonetheless it's intercepted there or broke by our defenders, and the ball still in York's hands though, with only header out straight to York players, and they are now on the right hand side of the pitch and managing to get inside to the middle, and a shot there from a law just outside the post. So not the greatest of finish there by York. But York getting a counter-attack here, 1-on-1 versus our keeper, and our keeper saves there. Very good stuff, and very important for us. And here's comes the corner thereafter. We'll see here. It's all right. It's headed out to safety by our players, and managing to get in a counter-attack. I were about to say there, but not really the case. And another highlight here in the 16th and 17th minute, crossing that didn't go their way for York, and Adloy versus the keeper, and the keeper saves here as well. So still 0-0 here after 20 minutes, and a corner here, and Gray and out to Charles here, and to Gray, he crosses in, and it's just over the bar there, or outside the post. That were extremely close, I'd say. So far definitely an exciting game, and a very close game actually as well. Many chances though like this that York seems to be coming with, but they sort of feel like they are not really getting through our defense, and we have a pretty stable defense here at the moment. It seems like, at least. They are dribbling and passing the ball here outside the penalty area, and they do manage to get in, and it's a goal for York City here, making the scoreline 0-1 for Bassett versus York. And just as I said, it seemed pretty secure. There is the goal for York. A very good run there from Leacock, I guess, and I don't know what our keeper did there, but not enough, at least, that's for sure. So we'll start show some passion here, definitely. We'll definitely need to do more here. Not really what we want or need. Charles here with the corner, and Gray heading out to Charles once again to get a second chance to cross, and we do manage to get the goal here. It's all equalized, 1-1 for Bath City versus York, and I think the first chance hit the top post there, and then Brunt very good there, being alert and getting to the rebound. So we'll see here, Adloy heading, not saved by the keeper, but Brunt getting there with a sliding tackle first to the ball just before the keeper, and then still not really getting it into the goal, but on the second chance there getting it in. So that's pretty much the end of the first half. And the scoreline after one half, 1-1 for Bath City versus York. Shots 11-5, shots on target 7-2, possession 45-55%. So definitely dominating the game, I'd say here. At this stage, unfortunately, not really getting that in the scoreline though, or converting to goals and everything like that. So a little bit unfortunate. And we have a couple of players doing quite bad, or only really Boyomos who will criticize him, and that we're not happy with his performance so far. Other than that, it looks alright to me. So we'll just kick off here and we'll see what happens the first 15 minutes or so as usual, and then we'll do some substitution around that mark. I think maybe earlier if we see something really bad, as Boyomo is still going lower. Not really the case anymore though, but I think we'll still take Boyomo off. And let's see what more. Charles, you are getting subbed for Stewart here. And Brunt is pretty tired as well. I guess he's been taking a hit or something, so we'll put on Walker and switch the positions around, or roles around, on Adlois and Walker. And hopefully we can manage to make something happen. But it's a goal here for York City, unfortunately. And the scoreline now 1-2 for Bath City versus York, and we are not having the result we want here at all, and very much very full stands here on this stadium, I'd say. And I don't think the keeper did enough there to keep that out. So we'll shout, show some passion, and then we'll shout, demand more, and hopefully we can have something happen here. It's a highlight here in the 75th minute. Tavares with the ball, but only shooting well up to no one really, and a second chance, and he does just the same thing there, unfortunately. And O'Connor breaking the ball there, or intercepting the ball, but only back to York really. And Tavares doing a header just to York yet again. Let's see here, Uglumba and to York. So York coming closer and closer here after us clearing the ball poorly, and it's inside the penalty area, and it's a goal for York here yet again, making the scoreline now 1-3 for Bath City versus York. And I don't think we'll be able to win this match anymore. We'll, if we're lucky, get back to a draw maybe here, and I don't feel like we deserve this at all, but we have not been sharp enough in our finishes, I guess. But we do get a highlight here in the 18th minute. O'Connor here on the right hand side, crosses to Walker, and it's a goal for Bath City here finally. And the scoreline now 2-3, so we still have a chance here to at least make a draw. And a good finish there by Walker, so nice stuff on there. And we'll shout the man more, I guess that haven't gone through. We get an injury on O'Connor here, unfortunately, and yeah, I guess we'll just take him off. That's the only option we do have, and we'll show some passion. And 1 minute to go here, and this will be the final whistle, and we will unfortunately lose this match. Even though we definitely have been dominating this game, as you see here. So the final scoreline 2-3 for Bath City versus York. Shots 22-10, shots on target 11-5, and possession 48-52%. So as I said, we've certainly been dominating the game here, I'd feel. And looking at the ratings on our players, actually not too bad on anyone, but Tavares not the greatest. And Uglehumba as well, and also our keeper and Boyon also. Yeah, I guess it was in the defense we failed there definitely, but yeah, I'd say our offense definitely should have done better as well, with that many chances. So after that match, we slipped down now to 11th in the league, very much mid-table at the moment. And yeah, very high attendance there of York with 7,500 attending their game. And O'Connor out for 6 to 9 games, so not that bad. And we have poor form with 5 missed wins in a row, I guess. Yeah, without a winning. So let's see here. We'll do no comment here, or actually, let's see here. We'll comment like so, that we are that we could do a transfer. We'll do like that. So we'll see here, apparently someone is interested in a ward or a backup keeper, so definitely could be, yeah, actually he's on a month-to-month contract, so doesn't really matter. You can just sign the player freely, I guess. I think it's that way at least. So accept Lundström as well, or sign him as well. I mean, so we'll ask Stuart to welcome him. Let's see, Lundström report here. So he's actually better than Stuart as well. So he's a decent player for most veteran national sides. He's best in central midfielder defend, actually, so he's more of a defender of sorts. So that could be something to think about, having him as a sub, as a little bit of defensive way if we want to secure the match a little bit more. So we'll see if we switch him in as well to the bench instead of Stuart. So they are losing fast their positions in the team here, or midfielders. Baker here is center midfielder as well, and he's very, very good. And yeah, we can see here on his rating, technique, vision, everything really. And we'll approach to sign him again, but we couldn't, so he will probably go to Newport and Co, I guess, which is really bad news for us, I'd say. O'Connor is in need of a long rest, but he's injured, so that's alright. And we will criticize Uglehumba according to our player development advice from our assistant manager John Parkin. And the next game coming up here is at home against Eastleigh, who are 23rd in the league. So this definitely needs to be a win, and should be an easy game for us to win here. But we'll see. Hopefully we can make that happen, and shouldn't and hopefully isn't any trouble at all. But we'll see. We'll take a little bit of a look at the tactics there as well, and also our odds again in the season preview, which I think should have changed due to the signings that we now have done. And we get some pre-match tactical advice here, which is very much here actually. Scholz being a good free kick taker, so we'll probably maybe change that. We'll add this team insertion to add to take long kicks, as that would improve our chances of a result according to our assistant manager. And as I said, the get stuck in option, I don't really like to use it, so we won't do that. And last month we did a loss of 38k, so very poor performing in our finances at the moment for some reason. Don't really know why, and according to the bookmakers here, it should be a very easy victory, and I hope that that's the case here. And the dressing room atmosphere here being very, very poor actually. And let's see here, centre back, you are 33 years old, a bit too old unfortunately. So John Smith here, decent or player that could be, let's see here if we could get him on loan, but we don't want to pay that really. We don't really want to do that, so we will not. And a very good training week here last week with an average rating of 7.57, which is very good. And yeah, March here improving a little bit, which is good. Sean Riggy improving a lot actually, and yeah, but he's been losing a lot of stats here due to getting old, as you see, of course. But yeah, it's all right. Batten here improving a lot actually as well, but he's lost the same ratings more or less on 1 month ago, so not really improving anything other than jumping reach. We have no real player to criticize there, so we won't do that. And before we go to the match selection here, or team selection here, we'll go through our shortlist. So on deck we can't try to sign. We'll try to approach Gilmore here. He still don't want to talk with us, so we'll approach Wolfendine and see. And that's the same trouble there. And we'll, as usual, set here to allow for 60 minutes per match for the under 23s from our senior squad that needs match sharpness. So we'll go to the match selection or team selection here. So Connor is injured there, so we'll switch him out, of course. Sean's still in the team, of course, that as well. And we'll play a Rig instead of Connor. That's really the only option we have. And Paxman, yeah, you are getting... you're not getting picked really, and you're not going to get picked either, I guess. Even though he had such a good start of the season, but now we have just too many other players that are better, really. And Gray here definitely being a little bit of a weak link now at the moment. Boyomo and Akinola not playing too good together, which is unfortunate. And Uglehamba and Gray just decent, but yeah, we'll see here. Let's look here on our possession here. So we should focus play through the middle where we are most definitely stronger, so we'll fix that. Don't know how long we have played that wrong. It should be a little bit narrow, and we should hit early crosses, that's all right. Tempo lower, not time waste, slightly more direct passing seems good. this seems all good as well. Out of possession, yeah, don't really understand that quite too well, but I think that should be better, definitely. Playing to our strengths other than anything else. So let's go to the match here and kick off, and should be, as I said, a very easy game here for us. We'll see, but we really need a win here. If we don't manage a win here, we'll definitely do a team meeting. That is much needed if we would not manage that, with the dressing room atmosphere being very poor here. But as I said, we should be able to have a safe win here. So the highlight is here in the 4th minute. And the ball going back and forth a little bit, but easily winning the ball there in the attacking half for them, driving the ball forward, but a pretty good save there from Barrett. So no goal there, luckily for us. And while we're here, I'll do a little bit of a comment about lollujo and his Let's Play Holme FC series, which I think is really, really great actually, and I would take some inspiration from and hope to do something similar, maybe, well, after quite the time, since we don't really have the same support and as many viewers and everything like that. But I think it's a great idea and very fun, and we are doing pretty much the same with the taking a team from the bottom to the top, which Let's Play It Holme is. In that way, so in that way we are definitely doing the same. So if you do enjoy our content, do check him out. Links are in the description, and if you're for some reason coming from his channel, I hope you enjoy this content and want to join us here on Slow Gaming. So with that said, we have a highlight here going on that is very long and easily basically well, we saved on the goal line, I guess, or they hit the post or something like that, but no goal as of yet, and the highlight's still not over, but there it went away. And another highlight here in the 13th minute, and a very fast look there between the change of the highlights. And looking at stats, it seemed like we have no chances whatsoever so far, but easily very much so, yeah. And as we see now, easily dominating the game so far, but hopefully we can change that, but doesn't look so. 30 minutes in, with no chances, and Shaw's here with the corner to Rig, or towards Rig, but it's a goal for Bath City, and it's an own goal by Marshall, their defender. So yeah, I'd say that we're definitely lucky for us, I guess, with getting that goal. But yeah, I'm not complaining here, definitely not. A new highlight here in the 33rd minute, and Rig here getting a second yellow card, I guess that's the highlight. And yep, that's the second yellow card, so we are one player short here. And yeah, I think we'll actually play just the same way. I don't really want to put Charles or Burton out here on the right hand side, so we'll just leave it like so and have, I guess, a very open right hand side for them to attack on. Hopefully they will not take that much advantage of that. So the scoreline after one half is 1-0 for Bath City versus East Lead. Shots is 3-9, shots on target is 2-5, possession of 45-55%. And we have only bad analysis, and that I understand since we are doing so poorly in a game that should be pretty easy. Looking at the ratings on our players though, we are doing alright, mostly. Merch here not doing good enough though, I'd say. So we criticize him. Other than that, it looked alright. So hopefully we can pull it together and keep it safe here in the second half. But we will see, and substitution as usual around the 60-minute mark. And we break the ball there in the midfield, and the ball up to Brunt in the midfield to Burton, and it's a long ball up towards Adloy on the right hand side, and he had nobody to pass, but managed to find Charles there, and Charles with a shot that were pretty good but over the bar there. So we're approaching the 60-minute mark here, where we are going to do some substitutions. Let's do that now. So we'll definitely take merge off. So we'll do like that. And I think we'll do, let's see here, do we bring on Lundström or Stuart Lundström, of course, who were quite defensive. So we'll take him in instead of Burton, and we'll change him to central midfielder as well, and to defend actually. So very defensive team at the moment, I'd say. Yeah, and we'll get a highlight here in the 67th or 68th minute, 67 at the moment of course. So easily with the ball, but Gray intercepting the pass there, and is it a second yellow card for one of their players as well? Yeah, it seems that way, definitely. So I think we'll actually go up to a balanced mentality here. Yeah, it's a second yellow card there, so a red card for one of their players as well. So I said up to balanced after that. And a free kick here, Brunt with a free kick, and he shoots a power shot, but quite clear over the bar there, I'd say. And 3 minutes to go of extra time here, so and that's over here, so it should be the final whistle here. And that's the final whistle, and it's a win here for Bath City with 1-0 versus Eastleigh after full time, and somehow we managed to win that on our own goal. The match test though 6-14 for Bath versus Eastleigh, and shots on target 2-6, possession 43-57%. So yeah, overall definitely not the greatest game at all for us. I'd say very poor overall, definitely from our attackers mostly, not having the greatest of match, definitely here Adloy. But also we're just not creating that many chances that we should be doing, so it's a weaker opposition here of Eastleigh, where we should be winning quite easily, but yeah, don't really know why. And that brings us up anyway to 8th in the league, 11 points up to the title leaders and the same amount of points to the relegation zone. And decent attendance there with 1,117 attending the game, and rig banned for one match. I guess that's alright. And we get our record Overdue win, and let's look at the team, or actually the dynamics here. So dressing room atmosphere still very poor here. We have 3 players at the club who are unhappy, and let's see here who are unhappy. I don't know who's unhappy. And the hierarchy here is yeah, not that great really, but we have many new players, so not really that surprising. So are these the players that are unhappy? Yeah, I guess so. And so let's see here, we'll just release on a free for Ollis. We don't really want him or need him. Oliver is getting possibly a loan out and everything. And yeah, let's see here. We could do a team meeting, but we'll wait with that for now. What we'll do now, before we end this episode, is take a new look here on the season preview and see if anything changed here. No, not really. So anyway, that would be everything for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Remember to smash the like button if you have done so, and also hit that subscribe button so you're not missing out on any of the new content that I will bring to you daily here at Raw Slow Gaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!